the adventurous type? Well, for the moment, I want you to imagine yourself on a canoe or a kayak or whatever it is you want to call it. Let's not get nitpicky about the details. And you're going down a river with some rather torrential rapids, but hey, you're the adventurous type. It's something that you decided you wanted to do. You wanted to go into the experience and really get a sense of what it would be like, because you thought it was just going to be the most exhilarating thing that you'd ever experience. And it is. You're having such a great time getting swept along with the rapids until you find yourself in a part of the river where things are even a little more intense than you expected to get into. Suddenly you find yourself in a position where you question whether this is something that's more than you can handle, whether you're in over your head, whether you're up to the task, whether this is something you really want to be involved in at all. And on one level, you're tempted to try to paddle the raft upstream and get away from the rapids. But are you really gonna be able to do that? You see, recently you went for something that you thought that you really wanted, and you do really want it, but you weren't expecting to have to, put in quite as much input as you're having to put in at the present moment in order to maintain the situation. And what area of your life might this be going on in? Well, that's going to depend upon where the full moon is falling in your own particular horoscope, angles that it might be making to certain planets in your personal horoscope. And if you would like for me to take a look at those things for you or anything else, you can feel free to schedule an astrological service with me through the link that you'll see above. So what do? Do you just give up altogether? I wouldn't really recommend that unless you go about the giving up process in just the right way, right? And what is the right way to quote unquote give up, right? The right way to quote unquote give up is to not give up at all. It's not to give in to doubt. It's not to kind of place yourself in the position of going, this is something that I'm never going to be able to handle in, 100 million years, let alone right now. The best way to do it is to go, here I am. I'm in the experience. I might as well surrender to the experience that I'm involved in and make the absolute most of it. And guess what tends to happen along the way? Well, first of all, how are you in this position of being, completely feeling that you're in over your head and having to cope with something that's really more than you can handle? It's because you doubt your skills. But suddenly, if you place yourself in the position of going, I'm here now, this is the situation, trying to go, oh my God, what am I going to do? It's not really going to help your situation. As a matter of fact, it may even place you in the position of making things, even worse. So that's not the recommended route. But if you keep your eyes open, if you pay attention, if you let go of that concept of doubt, and instead recognize that, okay, this is where I am. This is the position I got myself into. I'm going to get myself out of it. And maybe even along the way, I actually might enjoy the experience. So what happens when you do that? Well, you're dedicating your awareness and your attention to the situation that you're coping with, rather than placing yourself in the position of going, oh my God, this is something that I can't do. And so with each moment that comes, with each tilt, with each, rocking of the boat going this way or that, you bring your awareness to how you need to right your position so that you can keep easing along and perhaps getting swept along by it. And that really is, the answer in that particular situation. And indeed in the situation that you're involved in at the present moment. Remember that moment on your journey where you actually were finding your situation exhilarating rather than overwhelming or frightening. rewind the tape loop that's playing out in your mind to that particular moment in time. Pay attention, dedicate yourself fully to the task ahead, and surrender to the experience. Because you see, ultimately, it's about surrendering to the experience with awareness, then giving in to self-doubt. And if you could use a little bit of help with maintaining your confidence and maintaining your awareness, and yes, surrendering to the experience that you might have gotten yourself in. Again, I do offer several different levels of astrological service, all of which are available through my services page, and you can schedule in with me at the link that you'll see above. That's going to do it for this look at the full moon in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which takes place on the 20th of September, 2021. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.